In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Okay, this is weird. I can't see that I'm live on my Facebook on the big machine here, but I see it on my phone, and Mom says I'm live. So we're going to go for it. Good morning, everyone. It's 34 degrees. It's clear here in Alexandria, and let's take a look at the lake and see what's happening there, because it's not clear. It's foggy. Yeah, I think I'm just going to restart all the systems. They had a tough workout here over the last little while, but it looks like we're live here, so that's good. Chris Smith has entered the chat to bring post-Christmas good tidings to all. Yeah, we have another Arctic blast coming in, and we were discussing among the weather folks this morning, the meteorology group I have, how people think some, just a few, a fringe few, think we can change the weather. And we came to this conclusion that, well, if one of us can change it, can't the other just change it back? I don't know. You know, it's weird how these things work. So we do have some cold air in place right now, even down in Florida. I don't know if they have the falling iguanas right now, but a freeze warning down to Polk County, Florida. And up here we have several thousand still without power. We're looking at about 6,800 here without power this morning. So still a few days after this. And let me tell you, again, I drove up to Wynn Parish and then into Jackson Parish, which is just out of the forecast area. And when you cross, so it was weird. So like going up through Grant, when you get past Dry Prong and you get up into Pacton, that area, it was really rough. You see a lot of tree damage and all that. You come through Winfield, it almost seemed like it took a break or something. And then when you get up toward Dodson and then into Jonesboro, it was like a different world, covered in sleet and snow and all that kind of crust on the ground. 30 degrees right now at the airport. You can see we were warming up a bit more on our cameras there because they're going to be a little ahead of the game. So 30 degrees, that was at last check, 34 on last check that I saw there out at the camera site. It throws me off not seeing you guys up there on the big screen. Oh well, we'll get through it. Light winds today, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Not too much going on there. We do have another system. And by the way, yesterday I said there could be a couple of flurries overnight. I got one message at 1 in the morning from Aimwell saying they had flurries. So we're going to consider that forecast a win. Light winds throughout the day, throughout the evening. Clear skies up near 50 degrees for today. So this is great because the full sunshine and the fact that we're going to get back into the 40s, it's probably going to melt off a good bit of that stuff up north. And that way they can kind of get things back in order here. I mean, at least warm things up a little bit. Now, for the next couple of days, not much going on. There comes that wave. Remember the one that was supposed to be a blizzard, during the whole ice storm, everybody was like, what about that next storm? It's going to be a blizzard, and there's 3 feet of snow and all this. No, that's what it's going to be, a couple of sprinkles. Now, beyond that, let me show you something on the GFS. It's not a big deal, but it's not a blizzard. But, okay, so we're going through the same deal. That little system rolls on to the northeast. Could produce some snow and a bit of snow up the eastern seaboard. But look at this on the backside, cyclonic flow here. That causes a little lift in the atmosphere. It's going to be very cold, so we're going to squeeze out any and every little bit of moisture, and there won't be much. But could we see a flurry Friday night into Saturday morning? Yes, we could. I am on flurry watch once again. It's not going to accumulate. Don't concern yourself with that. And then the next system that comes in plenty warm. It's going to be rain clear up to St. Louis, where it's like below zero right now. It could be a quarter to a half an inch of rain out of that system. I think we're going to actually see more once we get the whole thing in here. So the main thrust of that comes through Tuesday night into Wednesday. So if you are looking ahead to that, possibly could see some decent rain totals there. Not crazy. Just nothing severe, just enough to kind of help on with the drought. 35 on Saturday, 42 on Sunday, 20s for overnight lows, cold air in the mornings especially. We do get up to 58 tomorrow. That's kind of nice to see. 20% on Tuesday, I think when we get past that into Wednesday, that's when we're going to see the better chance for rain out there. And the cold air is going to start to shove further to the east. I actually think we're going to see some 60s next week. So if you have been waiting to break through this cold, we have one more big time cold event this weekend, and then we warm things up. And not a ton going on across the country really over the next over the first week of February into the 10th, 11th, first third of February, I guess. There will be some rain, but I don't see any massive systems apart from possibly that eastern seaboard snowstorm that is a far cry from where we live. All right, let me refresh it again and see if I see it pop up here on the main page. No, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to reset everything after this, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.